I'm going to get really personal with you guys for a moment. I unironically suffer from a pretty significant amount of imposter syndrome. A lot of the time, I'll subconsciously compare myself to other YouTubers and other figures, and I'll look at like a lot of hate comments that I get and stuff like that, and I'll really start to second guess how much value I have to the online left or just to discourse in general, and whether or not I even deserve the amount of traction I have now on YouTube and just online in general. And it really doesn't feel good. I do get a lot of messages from people saying I helped them change their political opinions, or I get a lot of messages from people saying I helped them realize they're trans, stuff like that. And that's great, and it makes me feel good, but imposter syndrome is something you can't really realize how it feels until you felt yourself. It's a really, it's not necessarily caused by haters. I see Anolis just said, fuck the haters, ignore the haters, F them in chat. It's really not the haters or people like shit talking me that does it. It's my own self-conscious kind of feeling like I don't deserve to be where I am now. But my heart kind of fluttered a bit the other day when I found out that a very large public figure cited me as the reason for his political transformation from being much more right-leaning to being very left-leaning. Who here knows of a guy named Obese to Beast? This guy is inspirational as fuck, dude. Holy shit. So his whole online presence is basically about chronicling his journey from going from being obese to being a fucking beast. It is extremely inspiring, dude. Very inspiring. What a fucking king, dude. Very cool dude. He seems like a really nice guy. And I was vaguely aware of his presence online prior to finding out that he was aware of my content. But I hadn't really seen much of his stuff. So here, I'll bring up his YouTube channel really quick. Here's his YouTube channel. He has 700,000 subscribers, and as you can see, he uploaded a video 3 days ago called Let's Talk, My Politics and Religion, What Changed? So we're going to go ahead and check out his new video, and let's see if there's anything about it that stands out.
So today I wanted to talk about...
All right. Before we do fucking anything, can we admire this drip? Can we admire this drip? I really do need to get some drip. I have no drip. I'm dry as a desert. That's how little drip I have. Look at that fucking drip, dude. Holy shit. The leather jacket with the hoodie. I feel like my style would be more so like, I like the leather jacket. I like the leather jacket a lot, okay? I would go for like a leather jacket with flannel underneath, then like maybe a watch or something, like a nice watch, and maybe like a baseball cap. I don't know. Maybe some like glasses. I feel like I could look good in glass. I don't know. I need to figure out how I like what drip I can acquire that looks good on me, okay? One day when I make enough money for it, I'll go to like a clothing store and I'll try on a bunch of shit and find out what I look best in, okay? And I'll figure out what my drip is, cuz you don't choose the drip. The drip chooses you. It's very important, all right? Let's go ahead and watch the video.
About something that makes me very nervous, but at the same time, I do like sharing my thoughts and my opinions. And
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, not because he's like boring to listen to or anything like that. This video is actually really entertaining, and I do recommend his content. It's very good, but it is pretty long, and I don't want this segment to be too long.
I'm a pretty open person, I feel. So I shared this thing on Twitter. I shared it on Instagram. And with those things, while they're great, it doesn't allow me to really go into depth about things because I had a lot of questions regarding this stuff, okay? So I wanted to talk about this post that I put up. We'll talk about the Instagram one. Talking about my political kind of changes in my political ideology over the past like year and a half, really longer than that, but the year and a half is when everything kind of really started changing. We'll get into that as well. So I'm just going to read out this post for you guys.
Sorry,
and
I
then
just
I'll
know
kind
a
of
line of
explain
coke, you
everything
know
that's
how it
going
is.
on, okay? So it says right here, in this past year and a half, my political views and views in general have changed quite a bit. I used to be a pretty standard Christian conservative guy. I really, it's supposed to say liked. I don't still like these people. But it's supposed to say I really liked Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson. I remember thinking Steven Crowder was kind of cringy, but still funny. I share this mainly to say people do change. No, I do not believe all conservatives are bad people. And I certainly do not believe I know what is best in all areas. I remember thinking all trans people have mental issues or gay people shouldn't get married because they will make pastors marry them. I remember thinking all of my beliefs were actually kind because what I was trying to do was share my beliefs because I didn't want others to go to hell. I really thought I was doing the right thing. I'm sharing my story to tell you that people really can change. Just because someone thinks something now, that does not mean they will always think that. I'm thankful I had the time.
I love stories like this. Even if I wasn't involved in this story whatsoever, spoiler alert, I'm involved in this story. Even if I wasn't involved in this story whatsoever, I still love videos like this. I really do love stories like this. It makes me feel very happy. Sometimes I get really worried when I look at how hostile the online left can be to people who used to be reactionary. And it makes me really sad because what's the point of there being a left, much less an online left, if the goal isn't to move people left? And if we don't see moving people from the right to the left as a win. God, it's a good thing most of the woke scold types don't get a lot of attention. Well, they do, but it's a good thing they don't really have all that much of a platform most of the time, because if they did, I feel like the left's ability to move people, I feel like a lot of leftist creators' ability to move people from right to left would be extremely hindered by how unwelcoming the left looks. The right is like a black hole. He talks about this in the video. The right is like a black hole. They welcome you with open arms. You can be a libertarian, you can be a liberal, a centrist, you can be gay, you can be trans, you can be black. The right will invite you with open arms and they will suck you in. They will pull you to the bottom of that fucking lake happily and welcomely. You know what it's like getting into the left? I feel like getting into the left is more like trying to jump into a pool of syringes. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Like getting into the left is like trying to jump into a pool of syringes and swimming your way to the bottom. That's how it feels getting into the left for a lot of people. You will face resistance and people telling you you're not welcome and that you're a piece of shit and you don't deserve to be there and you are permanently a piece of shit because you ever dared to be right-leaning, regardless of whether or not you were young and indoctrinated into it. Like you will never be welcomed. A lot of people have that outlook. I should say, actually, when I say a lot, it is a minority of the left. Okay, I need to make this extremely clear. It is a minority of the left, but it's a loud enough minority that they're very good at sort of creating a smokescreen to make it seem like there's a lot more of them than there actually are. I really do genuinely feel like most of the left is not like woke scolded, crazy and woke scoldy. They really isn't. Most of the left, depending on where you draw the line from left, like where the left starts, are really welcoming. And if they knew that you used to be right leaning and are now left leaning, they'll welcome you with open arms. Look at the response to my video about my story. Look at the response to Faraday Speaks video. Look at the response to his video. Overwhelmingly positive. However, the people that I'm talking about are very good at coming together to target harassment at these particular people. And when you've just got when you've got 100 people or even a few dozen people attacking you for having previously been right wing or not having always been left wing, it doesn't matter. You really can't tell the difference when it comes to an online like mob going at you. You can't tell the difference between 50 people and 1,000. It really makes no difference to you. It feels exactly the same. And I feel like that's really kind of shitty when it comes to our efficacy at pulling people from right to left or from center to left or even from left to left. But yeah.
In space to make that change myself. And then I went on to write in the caption, said, I know this will probably make people upset or...
You and Vosh have called all Republicans right-leaners and fascist, TBH. I don't think Vosh has ever said that, and I know I've never said that, okay? Not all Republicans are fascistic, but conservatism, even the most mild conservatism, has some fascistic aspects to it. There's a difference between saying right conservatives are fascists and conservatism inherently has aspects of fascism in it. one of the most basic tenets of fascism and conservatism is the the idealization of a previous point in history that we need to go back to. Does anyone here disagree with that? Does anyone here disagree with fascism and conservatism having it in common that there is a point in history in the past that we need to go back to? I thought so. Nobody has a problem with that. All conservatives are pedophiles, though? I didn't say that. Vosh said that. I don't think I've ever said that seriously. No, I don't think all conservatives are pedophiles, but all pedophiles are conservative.
Cause people to call me a soy boy, an SJW, or that I am virtue signaling. All of these things are correct, and that's okay. I'm not posting this for points. I just wanted to share my experience for those of you that can relate. Will people unfollow me because I shouldn't get political? I'm sure. Another question, and so I brought this up because whenever I talk about not being like really right-wing, I get messages on my Instagram telling me, well, you're actually not really a Christian because you don't believe XYZ thing, okay? So that's why I even brought up religion really for the most part. So I said, another question I will get is, are you a Christian anymore? And my answer is, honestly, I don't know. This was really hard for me to write. So I don't feel comfortable and do not want to associate with a lot of what has come from the Christian church. I do believe in...
So I'm a libertarian leftist. I'm really big on freedom. And I think organized religion is very cringe because organized religion usually tends to come with a very collective sort of groupthink idea behind the tenets of this religion. I believe very strongly in personal beliefs when it comes to religion. I have no problem with... I personally don't have any any beliefs in regards to religion. I'm very agnostic. I would say an agnostic atheist. Like I am leaning more towards there is no God, there is no heaven or anything like that. But at the same time, I recognize that in my position in this universe as a human that has very limited knowledge that I can't possibly know, but based on the evidence, leaning more towards atheism, right? Though I completely support people having their own individual views, even if they line up very strongly with already existing religions, as long as they don't get in with that weird group think like, okay, you have to follow the tenets really hardcore, right? I think it's fine to be a Christian and be like, but I'm cool with gay people and stuff like that, right? And even then, like when it comes to a lot of organized religion, I'm pretty sure even in the New Testament, they say shit like, you can't wear polyester. You're not supposed to wear clothing sewn from two cloths, I think was the term. I think there's also, like, with Catholics, I know a lot of Catholics that still eat meat on, Fridays? I think it's Friday that you're not supposed to eat meat when you're a Catholic. Like, there's a lot of cherry picking when it comes to organized religion. And I feel like people, personally, from my opinion, only on Holy Week, yeah, I think it's called Lent or whatever, I feel like I think religion is a very useful tool. I think that for a lot of people, if they really focus on only during Lent, it's 40 days. Okay, so 40 days out of the year, they, the Holy Mackerel, I've seen those videos. I watched Demon Mama's stream. Yeah, in those 40 days, every Friday in those 40 days, you're not supposed to eat meat. You can eat fish, I think, but besides that, I think that's it. Also, Demon Mama got it wrong. Beavers were not given the go-ahead by the Catholic Church. Capybaras were, I believe. I think the Catholic Church said, since you can't find any fish in the forest and the jungles, or maybe this was just in South America, since you can't really find any fish deep in the jungle in South America if you're like a Catholic missionary, and you need something to eat that has some protein in it, we'll say fuck it and the capybara can be a fish. I think that's how it worked. I think there was a pretty good Super Best Friends skit around this. I think this is the video? Yeah, this is the video. This is a very funny video. Highly recommend.
All right. Hey, Chewy. What's new in the news?
Chewy.
No, I said Chewy.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Are you okay? All right. I mean, look.
Listen, I got a speech impediment. That's rude of you. That's rude of you to point that out.
You should probably not call people Jewy.
Yeah, good thing that I didn't.
I mean, technically, people do kind of call people that are Adventists like Jews for Jesus sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, because it's very similar. Saturday's the big one. Your kosher meat, no weird fish, no shellfish.
Are capybaras fish?
No.
Okay.
No, that's nothing without scales. If it has scales, it's a fish. If it doesn't have scales, you can't eat it.
The Catholics say that a capybara is a fucking fish.
That's crazy.
Because in South America, they didn't have much fish. They had a shit ton of capybaras. And they were like, hey, Pope, can you
retrofit this?
Can you say that the capybara is a fucking fish because they hang out in water all the time? And they're like, yeah, sure, it's a fucking fish.
That's crazy. That's insane. Wow. Purgatory babies, huh?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's the fun one.
Yeah.
You catch that?
Ugh.
Okay, so that was, but like all the babies going straight to purgatory. Because,
Yeah.
That's
I
where
didn't get baptized.
Because exactly, right?
Yeah.
And then some years back, maybe 10 years ago, or so, Pope was like, "Hey, man, so purgatory no longer exists," and so that's gone now. So we're just we completely
upgrade.
Yep, just heaven or hell, and that's
to
it.
like what 100 billion children.
And it's like great. And it's like so what happens?
Upgrade, right? Upgrade. Upgrade. Ah.
Retconned.
What's new in the news?
Your dead baby's soul is retconned out of existence. By the Pope. He said it. They're all gone now. Anyway, news time.
Wooly, your fucking Marvel bias is showing again.
I'm just saying that when the Pope releases a patch on Catholicism that results in every fucking purgatory baby from the beginning of time until now ceasing to exist.
What are you telling me the patch wrecked my save file?
Can you roll it back at least?
No, the save file's fucked. You can't do it back.
Can I not just live knowing that my...
No. Corrupted. You start a new save.
Start a new save.
We got very off topic here, but religion is funny. All right, we'll go ahead a little bit. Basically, I recommend you watch this video for yourself, okay? Yeah, start a new save, start a new baby. It's basically, they predicted Cyberpunk 2077 back in like 2014. All right. So I recommend you watch this video for yourself. You should watch, it's on Obese to Beast channel, all right? I'll post a link in the chat at the end of the video, okay? We're going to skip ahead a little bit. He talks about his history, and then based time happens, all right? Prepare for some based-ass shit.
I just remember thinking, like, this line of thinking, it doesn't worry about the feelings of other people. It's like, what are the facts? And I remember thinking, yeah, man, I'm in with that. Like, when it comes to the left, all they care about is feelings. They don't care about facts at all. And, it might not be popular, but this is what you need to do, okay? So, how did I get out of that? And if you're there, dude, please, for the love of God, this video is not me trying to say if you're conservative, you're a bad person. Like, I'm just trying to explain how I went from there to where I am now, okay? That's what I'm trying to do here. So please don't get upset at me if you like Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder, okay? Do your thing. But I remember, so the first video, and I actually pulled these up because I was prepared for this one. The first video that actually had me start looking at things a little bit differently was a video exactly this is why I wanted to do this. It was very similar to what I'm doing now. It was a content creator. He's a streamer on YouTube. He goes by the name of Xander Hall. And he made this video, which I will show you guys right now. So he made this video that is called How I Fell Down the Alt-Right Pipeline and Escaped. So this video right here is him basically sharing his journey from like alt-right, like he was a lot further right than I think I ever got, to how he got out of that. And I remember watching that video and
damn, holy shit, that video has 650,000 views. God damn. I'm actually I expected to get like a significant amount of views. I put so much work into that video, dude. You guys have no idea how much work I put into that video. I think I probably spent 2 or 3 days on the script, and I literally just I literally like padded the time it took for me to make that script because I was waiting for this microphone to come in the mail. This is actually the $350 Blue Spark SL microphone. I knew that if I was going to make a remastered version of my story, I had to wait for the new microphone to come. So I like, for 3 days while I was waiting for this thing to arrive, I went over the script over and over and over again. It was the first time I ever spent multiple days on a prepared video script where I just sat there and I read over it over and over and over until I made it perfect. And then the recording process, I mean, this is a 47-minute video, and that's what got into the video. I cut a lot out. Like, and I had a lot of points where I stuttered or I misspoke, and those were bits I had to edit out of the video. And then there was the editing process and the rendering. The rendering took 4 hours on this video. The edits were pretty good, I think. It wasn't anything too crazy, but like there were a good amount of edits in there, you know? A lot of images showing up on screen, a lot of like clips playing, things like that. This is by far the hardest I've ever worked on a video. Multiple days I worked on this, and I'm so glad it got this much recognition. And then seeing such a large YouTuber and somebody who is honestly extremely inspiring, like I'll get into a bit of how he inspired me, and I'll get into how he inspired me in a bit as well. Seeing it get recognized and helping people, especially people with large audiences, because I would argue that like when a large figure gets moved further left, that's certainly a good thing. I mean, you know, it's not great to have large figures that are more right-leaning. It's not, I don't like that. You know, it's not something I'm in favor of. So seeing having this effect on people has been fantastic. I put a lot of work into the video, and I'm very happy with how it came out.
And thinking, wow, like maybe not everyone on the left is just feelings SJW type of person, because he's, you know, what people would call like a debate bro. And so he kind of debates people on the right, and he's not like a whatever SJW type of person, whatever. Okay. So I remember watching that video.
Would you guys believe I've done less than 50 debates? I'm actually not that experienced with debating. I think I've done less than 50 debates, even when we count like call-ins and stuff like that. I think I've done probably around 34, probably 40, give or take 40, I would say. I've been meaning to do more debates, and I really want to get into it. And I've got a plan to get into that more. I've been meaning to get into more debates. So yeah, that's a future meme coming.
And I fully, you know, encourage you to watch that. It's a pretty good video. It explains, at least I remember feeling very validated when I watched it. But in this video, there's a lot, I understand, but in this video, he explains that what helped him get out of the alt-right pipeline was watching, this is a very popular but also a very controversial figure, so I'm not saying that I agree with everything that they say, but this is just me being honest, okay? But he said that he started watching a streamer by the name of Destiny. Now, Destiny is a popular streamer here on Twitch where he talks about politics. A lot of the times he's very brash and in your face. And he talked about this video that I will show you guys right here, which is debating JonTron. And so this is a debate where Destiny debates the popular YouTuber JonTron.
All right. I'm not going to show his entire video on stream because I want you guys to all go see it. I just wanted to show the part where he sort of gets into the video at the beginning, and then where he mentions how I helped him, because it's nice. It made me feel really good. I'm putting the links to the video in chat. Go subscribe to the channel. Go watch the video. Leave it a like. Send support. You should watch it yourselves, okay? I'm not going to make this like a place where you can just watch the video without going to the original thing, okay? Very good story. I liked his story a lot. And I want to talk about how, because I've really gotten into his videos the last couple days. I want to talk about how he's inspired me. So I've talked about this before, but when I was in high school, I was on the swim team, and I was very athletic. I did a lot of swimming, and I went to the gym a lot, and I got into very good shape. And during the summer, when we were out of school, we still had swim practice. So what we would do is at 6 a.m. every morning, except for on Sundays, I believe, we woke up, and it was at 6 a.m., and we went to the swim practice. We got into the freezing cold pool. We swam for about 2 hours. I believe it was from 7 a.m. because he had to wake up at 6. It was from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then I dried myself off. I put on my gym clothes. I went to the gym and I worked out for another hour, maybe half an hour, because you actually don't work out that long at the gym. Most of the time that you actually spend at the gym, typically should probably be stretching. Stretching is very important. Breaks in between reps. You should always be, don't push yourself too hard. You know, like if you can't do 15 reps of something, do 10 at a time. As long as you reach your target goal of however many you want to do that day, like let's say you plan to do like 100 push-ups that day, and you can only handle like 10 at a time, like 10, then a 5-minute break, then 10, then a 5-minute break, do it. You'll build up your strength, and within like, I don't know, a week, you might be able to do 15 at a time, then eventually 20, then maybe 25, then 30. Break it up, you know? And then, of course, stretches and then cardio. You should always start your workout with stretches and drinking a lot of water, especially if you've just woken up. Drinking a lot of water. Cardio, I like to run on the treadmill for 30 minutes. And then you do your weights, then more stretches, then cardio, then more stretches, drinking constantly. Make sure you're constantly drinking water and staying hydrated. And then you know, you can go home and, you know, massage your legs, you know, take a warm shower, eat some food. Hey, Obese to Beast is in chat right now. I was actually doing a segment right now as we speak on your video. I really like it. But yeah, we're talking about working out. So with that said, since Obese to Beast is in the chat, I have kind of felt like shit lately. You guys have probably noticed by my basic demeanor on stream. I've felt like shit lately, just physically, not so much mentally. I mean, it's taken a mental toll as well when it comes to, you know, just motivation, whatnot. When you feel like shit physically, your motivation goes to shit. And this has had a negative effect on my streaming, on my uploading schedule, and I really didn't want that, especially coming into 2021. And with that said, I went online and I looked for some gyms that are nearby. Now, thankfully, my town is not as hit as bad by COVID as a lot of places in California. I found a gym that's within a reasonable jogging distance of my house or my apartment. And today I will be buying a membership for it. And tomorrow I will be waking up at 6 a.m., putting on my gym clothes and jogging my ass to the gym. And I'll be trying to go to the gym around 5 or 6 mornings a week. And yeah, fitness is so important. I know it's cheesy, but it literally changed my life. It's not cheesy. It's just true. Guys, when I was on the swim team, all right, listen, waking up at 6 a.m. and going to the gym, the waking up part sucks. But once you're up, you're up. And once you've done the working out, once you've gotten, once after the workout, oh my God, when I was on the swim team and I went to the gym at 6 a.m. every morning, the feeling I had for the rest of the day is unimaginable. It's like, it's hard to describe. Your body feels light. You feel sore, but it's a good kind of sore. It makes your body feel light. Your footsteps, like walking, feels effortless. You know that feeling when you've like, the best feeling I can give it is like walk around for half an hour with weights strapped to your legs, then take them off and walk around for a bit. That's how you feel, except all day. All day is how it feels. You feel great. Your head feels great. Your mood, your motivation, all of it. I used to feel great when I did this. So I'm hoping not only will I be able to gain the physical gains from going to the gym now, but also the mental ones that'll help me motivate. That'll help motivate me for streaming and uploading more often, and really pushing with my YouTube channel. I think it's going to have a very positive outcome, and I want to say thank you to Obese to Beast for really inspiring me to do that, because I've been meaning to for a while, but seeing his videos and also him being sort of inspired by my video as well, I feel like I owe it to him as well to get back into fitness sooner than expected. Don't worry, guys. When I go to the gym, I will bring some hand sanitizer for coronavirus stuff, and I'll wear a mask. I'll be very safe about it. I don't want to get sick. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm going to stay up until around 8 to 9 p.m. tonight because my sleep schedule is really out of whack. I'm going to take some melatonin. I'm going to sleep, set my alarm for 6 a.m. I'll have my clothes all set out and everything, and I'm going to go to the gym. Yep, I'm going to become a fitness streamer. I don't know if I'm going to stream myself at the gym for like maybe a few months. Like I want to have some actual gains going on before I start doing gym streams. But I'll be down to do gym streams. Would you guys be interested to see that? Hypers, if you'd be interested in seeing me do gym streams. It's a good amount of hypers. I'm excited. Oh yeah, Obese to Beast. You should definitely try swimming. Swimming is like, if you're looking for a good cool down for your workouts, swimming is really good because it exercises your entire body and you can go really hard and it helps. Swimming's good for building lean muscle. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm not trying to get too bulky. I'm looking for lean muscle. Like I'm trying to go to be more defined, but not so much as bulky. I'm not looking to put on too much weight. I think I weigh probably 180 right now. And I have muscle, like I do have a fair amount of muscle already. Like when I look at myself in the mirror, like I still have like my pectorals are still like fairly defined from when I was in the swim team, but a lot of it's kind of like softened due to the fact that I haven't really done swim team in a while. I'm 6 feet tall. But yeah, I could probably spare to put on more muscle weight though. I would be happy if I could get to like 210 with mostly muscle. 210, 220 for being 6 feet tall. It would probably be a good place to aim for. You're going to look like this in 3 years? What is this, Nibiru? That is what I want to look like, but no. That's a bit more bulk than I'm looking for, but something like that. But yeah. Like I said, though, it was very heartwarming to see your video, Beast to Beast, and it really makes me happy to see that that my content has helped influence people's lives for the better. You're 215 at 5'8"? That's pretty good. But yeah, I hope that this video not only helps inspire people politically, but also helps inspire people athletically as well. I do want to see people really get into working out because health is important. Working out is fun. It makes you feel good, and it helps your mental health as well. And on top of that, I'm glad that I'm able to inspire people politically as well. It really warmed my heart, and I'm excited to go to the gym tomorrow. So soon, I will be a beast as well. Hey, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. It helps the video a lot. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe and ring the bell icon so YouTube actually tells you when I live stream or upload a new video. Also, if you're watching this right after it was uploaded, I should be live in 1 hour at 1 p.m. PST every day on YouTube and my website, xanderhall.com. Please come stop by and say hello. I love seeing new people in chat. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description. Join my fan Discord if you want to contact me for a discussion or debate through the link in the description as well. If you're feeling extra generous and you can afford it, you can support me financially by donating or subscribing on my website, hitting the join button below the video to become a channel member, or super chatting during my streams. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.